Hey, what's good, everybody? Welcome to another live session with the Hype Magazine. I'm your editor-in-chief, Jerry Doby, and today, I get to do a special spot based on OWN's Home for the Holidays. Amazing, amazing series by the Oprah Winfrey Network. And we're going to talk to Miss Ashlei Sharpe Chestnut, who um, we're talking about Mistletoe and Matrimony, which is debuting on December the 14th on the OWN network. I appreciate your time and patience. Ashley, am I pronouncing it right?
Yes, you are. Yeah, Ashlei Sharpe Chestnut. You got
Amazing,
it.
amazing. So thank you for giving us some time. Talk to me about being on this OWN Home for the Holidays on OWN.
Yeah.
Amazing production, amazing series, and you're a huge part of it this year.
Yeah, for sure. So I think, I've been watching OWN, I guess, from its inception. So, and then also being a part of a Christmas movie, it's always been on my bucket list. I literally have a vision book where I said I wanted to be the lead of a Christmas movie that I wrote like years ago. So
Mm.
being able to check that off is like, it's literally a dream come true.
So you wrote this one.
No, I didn't write it. No,
Oh,
no. I always
okay.
wanted to be the lead of acting in a Christmas movie. No, not
I
this
was
one. I write other projects, not this one though.
because I'm like, okay, because she's also a writer. I'm like, yeah, let's get into
Maybe
it.
this is like a premonition, maybe this is like foreshadowing the future.
Why not?
Yeah.
I like the idea of meeting creatives who are multifaceted. And then I love the OWN network. As a father, I have, especially because I'm a girl dad,
Oh,
OWN gives my child an opportunity and I to share some things. And she asks questions. I'm like, thank God I have a safe base,
right.
to come from. So Mistletoe and Matrimony, you're
Yes.
there, you're portraying Olivia Morris.
Yes.
And what drew you to the role of Olivia, and how did you connect with her journey of self-discovery and overcoming timid tendencies?
Yeah, sure. I think there's a lot of myself in Olivia. I think we're definitely goal-oriented, very driven people, and we really care about our family. Like family comes first. And I feel like a lot of viewers will get a chance to see and resonate with her character and how much we all care about our families, especially during the holidays, and how that kind of takes precedence over our own individual things that we're going through.
Mm. With all the detritus from day-to-day life,
Yeah.
holidays seem to be a great time for family to come together and create this holiday magic, and nostalgia, and we get to remember and celebrate our elders. How does this project capture the holiday spirit while telling Olivia's unique story?
Yeah, sure. I think you see, when families reunite, of course there's love, but sometimes there's a little bit of tension. So you'll get a little bit of that. You'll definitely get the humor and the laughs, that everyone shares, along with, most importantly, the love. You'll feel the love within not only the family, but even the friends and the friendships throughout the film.
Mm. So Olivia goes like this really significant personal growth throughout the film.
Yes, yes.
How did you approach portraying her transformation, especially as she like navigates love and family dynamics?
Right. I think, reading it for the first time, I just feel like she's such a relatable character. I think, there have been moments in my life too where I may have, tried to put work ahead of certain things or certain obligations. And how you feel afterwards. And it's like, well, no, I probably should have been there for, this person or something versus like this one opportunity that maybe like is fleeting. So I feel like those types of moments, I was able to connect to the character in that way and express that.
Okay. I know we have a short time and you're busy, but just wanted to, was there like a benchmark moment for you when that personally,
Mhm.
as you navigated this maze, that he's like, whoa, I gotta back up and I gotta make a little change, similar to Olivia's.
Um, Not necessarily. I think I just was so supported, throughout, even with my co-star Etienne Maurice, our director Rhonda. I feel like we kind of all had each other's backs in this, and we were so collaborative, and like it just was such a great environment that we were able to play on set and play with different choices, even down to like our characters and what we. I think Etienne was talking about how much he resonated with his character too. It's like we both had so many similarities with our characters. So coming together, it just was like a perfect match.
Speaking of co-stars, do you guys have a lot of prep time? You how was it working with Etienne as Isaiah? And like, how did you work on creating a chemistry, or was it just organic?
Oh, he is fantastic. He's such a fun acting partner. I think, and him saying that this is like his it's not his first role. He's been acting for a while, but it's been a while for him. So jumping back in, he said he was a little nervous, and I was like, I can't tell. Like I'm sure you've seen
Huh.
the film, but like he really shines through. So it was really easy. And on top of that, he's so sweet. And like the chemistry was so easy. I mean, he's such a great guy and a phenomenal actor.
I have to ask, who was the biggest character, in between scenes, like to keep the momentum going, the funny going.
I think all of us, I mean, even yeah, I think it's just a mixture of all of us. We're all funny. I think that's what's fun. I mean, even in our cast years, like when they call cut, we're all just laughing. But I'm gonna say Etienne because there was a moment on our last day of shooting. He put a kick me sign on my back, and literally everybody was just giggling around me. I'm like, what is everybody laughing at? And then they snatched it off and showed me the kick me sign. So I'll say he was the jokester on the set.
So like a family dynamic kind of
Yeah.
going on, big brother,
Yes.
antagonist. Okay. So in this, speaking of family dynamics, Olivia's younger sister's wedding creates like this backdrop for drama and comedy. How does that family dynamic add depth to the story, and how did it influence your performance?
Yeah, sure. I think, well, I grew up as an only child, so it was nice to, have a film where I do have a sibling and a sister. But yeah, I think because in the beginning they do have this contentious relationship, Olivia feels like she's there with her family trying to care for her mother and her sister just off doing whatever.
Mm.
So that going from that misunderstanding with the two of them to the end, kind of having this moment of revelation and like, no, oh, I thought you thought this, or versus I thought you thought this, that type of dynamic. You kind of see the sisterly bond kind of reform in the end of the movie.
So basically some really relatable themes
Yeah.
in real life
Right.
on screen. It explores some second chances and stepping out of one's comfort zone.
Mhm.
Um, it's probably, a pretty silly question and a basic question, but I'm like, do you see parallels between Olivia's journey and your personal journey in your life and career? Did that add like some nuance for you as you?
I think so. And yeah, I do. I think definitely in a way. I think because, I do care about my career. I'm very proud of what I've done and what I know I'm going to get the chance to do. But also I care deeply about my family. And I think those two go hand in hand. And it was easy for me to connect to Olivia in that
Hmm,
way.
we always want to be serious, but and some people say, well, everything, when you're talking to like a musical artist, every song on the album is like a child, and you like, bro, I just want to know what your favorite moment maybe was during the creation. What was your, did you have a favorite scene, or something that you found, that stood out to you as especially fun or challenging during the film?
I'll say the most challenging part of it was, that we only shot this in like a couple weeks. So
Oh,
filming a full movie, which, sometimes movies takes months to film. We only shot this in a couple of weeks. So we're talking like a lot of, and we were in Canada too, so our turnaround time was a little different than how we operate in the States.
Okay.
So I'd feel like that was the only challenging part. But I mean, we made it through, but that was the only challenging thing that I could say because every time we got on set, we were having a ball.
Mm.
Really good experience.
Not to get too technical, but
Yeah.
since you're the subject matter expert, you're talking about turnaround time and processing time. I've heard the horror stories of 18 hours on set,
Oh.
shooting, standby, da da da, and then to get this done in just several weeks.
Mhm.
Is there some difference in the process between the Canadian film market and the American market that because you mentioned the turnaround time in the process? I just had to
Um,
follow up.
it was pretty, yeah, sure. It was pretty similar. I think that was the only difference. They just have a different, I think it's like an hour or two where they let actors or crew and actors, I believe, stay on a little bit longer. Um,
Okay,
but it's a pretty similar experience. I filmed in Canada before in like Vancouver, and it's pretty similar to the States.
okay. So it's kind of like an overtime thing.
Kind
Is
of,
that what
yeah,
you're
but it's
talking
kind
about?
of waved. Yeah, it's kind of waved.
Okay, okay, okay. See, we can get more than fluff out of the conversation. You know what I mean? Holiday traditions. It's all
Yes.
about holiday traditions. You know, it's you got matrimony, you got the holidays, family gatherings, all this stuff. I wonder if, you know, being maybe part of the writing room in those meetings and conversations as you guys were pulling some of this off. Um, did it inspire for you any personal holiday traditions or bring back memories of, past celebrations, anything that stood out for you?
Yeah, yeah. I usually every year we watch It's a Wonderful Life. Do you know that movie? It's like the old black and white film.
Yes.
So that's a tradition that we have kept for gosh, since I was little. It's like routine. We have to sit down and watch it. We all know not the lyrics, but we all know the words of everything. So that's like the staple tradition in my household.
Okay, cool. We're a global melting pot. And so, the diversity in storytelling
Mhm.
really key. How do you feel about the representation of diverse love stories
Yeah.
and families in the holiday films? And, you know, what does it mean to be you to be a part of the project? And what are some takeaways that we can, as watchers, go beyond the entertainment
Yeah.
and say that this delivers?
Yeah, I think, this is a great, I mean, yes, it's a Christmas movie, but it's also a love story.
Mhm.
And I think it's really great to see, happiness and love without something terrible happening to you. And I think it's really nice that, younger audiences, because it is a family movie for all ages, but younger audiences especially, they get to see these characters and kind of see themselves and kind of yearn or like want love. And I think that's really good and great.
Mistletoe Matrimony. Yeah, this is going to be a fun one.
Yes.
This is going to be a fun one. I appreciate the time and I appreciate your patience. When you talk about really, really being cool, because I set her back maybe 5, 7 minutes of her schedule. And just by, not being on point and being old. Mistletoe and Matrimony on December 14th. Miss Ashlei Sharpe Chestnut
Yes.
and her co-star Etienne Maurice as Isaiah. It's going down. It's part of Own's Home for the Holidays. It's a love story. And look out, because this woman has been on everything Homeland, NCIS, Los Angeles, Gotham, Prodigal Son, Good Night. There's more to come from her. She's not just an actress, she's a writer, known for her work on Broadway, Paramount, Star Trek. And now in the Christmas Story.
And
That's out
Chicago
movie
Med
and
currently.
Chicago Med currently. Congratulations.
Thank
Wish
you.
you much continued success. Thank you
Thank
again.
you so much.
Mistletoe and Matrimony, December 14th on OWN.
as an artist, we should reflect the time.
Why you so talented?
Cause I'm black.
Why you so amazing?
Cause I'm black.
It's really important that we build characters so that people understand their story matters.
2 Chainz and I both are just really into good food.
And when you know you are royalty, you will only aim in life to be royalty.
We're doing it right now. I don't give a damn what they say about me. Yes, I called your ass out. I know I shouldn't be saying this kind of.
Shout out the Hype Magazine Network.
Shout out to the Hype Magazine Network.